So for today's look, I'm going to be using the Becca and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Collection Face Palette. I'm so scared that I'm gonna drop this. This is so pretty. It brings 2 highlighters and 3 blush. The blushes are so pretty. Like, they're just my favorite tone blushes. And then the 2 highlighters are just perfect. And the big mirror it brings is amazing. So I'm excited to use this today. Let me just say that the Real Techniques sponge, I think I like it better than the Beauty Blender, and that just makes my life so much easier because it's so much cheaper. For today, I'm gonna be just doing like a nice coverage makeup, obviously, because I really want my highlight and contour to be on point. So as my primer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Dream Fresh BB. It is the one that I had mentioned in the tutorial where I did like the super glowy look. But this I'm going to be using as my primer, so I'm just going to use a small amount. I'm going to be using the Dior Air Flash Spray Foundation. So I'm going to pick up my hair because spray foundation, it can get messy. Spray this like directly on my face, and then I'm going to go in with my Beauty Blender and blend it out. This foundation gives you the prettiest finish. And I love how this flat side of the Real Techniques blender makes it so much easier to like come down the neck. My skin looks so good. This is super cool because it's clear, but you rub it on your lips and it turns into like your custom pink. I'm gonna go in with my concealer, which is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer. This concealer is so good. This like seriously covers so good. Okay, so I'm gonna get my damp sponge. I'm gonna tap it out really good. I'm gonna get my RCMA powder, and I'm just going to blend that into the skin. So for contouring, what I'm gonna be using today is the Benefit Hoola Bronzer. Okay, and I'm just gonna use this to bronze the perimeter of my face. I'm gonna be using this with a MAC 188 brush, and I've really been liking applying my bronzer with a dual fiber brush. I feel like it really leaves your skin looking so natural. Let me actually just set this part of my face with some powder. Okay, so I just set the perimeter of my face with my Urban Decay powder. Okay, so I'm back with the brush. I'm just gonna work it into the skin. So I'm adding the bronzer first, and what the bronzer is going to do is going to create like a gradient effect from your bronzer to your contour, and that makes it look a little less harsh when you have that nice blend. If you go straight in with your contour, it's going to be a little harder to blend out. It's the same concept like when you're doing your eyeshadow makeup. It's so much easier when you use a transitional shade before you go in with your darker shade, because it's going to help you get there gradually instead of immediately and then having a hard time blending it out. So that's what I'm doing right now. And when I apply my bronzer, I try to keep it a little lighter because I know I'm going to go in with the contour after. But as you can see, it immediately kind of created like a nice bronze shadow there. And I always keep it above this line. Never go below this line, guys, because that's going to make your contour super messy. So I'm just going to apply a tiny bit more to this side. And then I'm going to bring it, the remaining, just bring it around your ear and down your neck, but make sure that like there is no way you can see the bronzer down your neck. I'm gonna just bring the remaining just down my nose. As you can see, what I'm doing is I'm just doing circles, and I'm just literally repeating the same thing. I mean, my hair gets in it, but it's okay. And just keep repeating the circles. And just like keep going back and forth and making sure that both sides are even. I'm gonna go in with my NARS Ita brush, and I'm gonna get medium contour, which looks like this. It's from the Lorac Mega Pro 2 palette. And I'm just gonna get a super light amount of this because this is a little strong. And you just want to put that more towards the bottom edge. And as you can see, I'm like really lightly applying this because you don't want it to be super harsh there, and then you have a huge brown line you need to blend out. Once I dip the brush in, I tap it off. Just barely even touch it on your cheek. And I'm just gonna hit the forehead a little, and just what's remaining on the sides of my nose, and a little on the bottom of my lip. We're not done yet. So now I'm going to go back in with that bronzer brush with no additional product, and I'm just going to blend both of those together. And like I said, guys, we're just doing a million circles. So now I'm going to get a big clean brush, and I'm just going to, this one's going to be more like an extra blend, like we're in a car wash right now, getting our like windshields clean. I'm going to get that same big brush, and I'm going to dip it into my Hourglass Dim Light, and I'm just going to brush it throughout my whole entire face. If you watched my highlighting video where I mentioned all highlighters that I like, my top highlighters, you will see that I talked about the Hourglass highlighter, and it's more like a skin veil. It literally, like, it's so light on the skin, but like it gives your skin like a really soft sheen, which is so pretty. I'm gonna get my RCMA powder, Real Techniques sponge, and I'm gonna just do light baking and nothing major. So I'm gonna let that sit and chill for a sec, and then now I'm gonna be using the star of the show, the Jaclyn Hill Champagne Collection Face Palette. Oh my god, that name. Now I'm gonna get this tulip brush, which I have currently been loving for blush. I'm gonna get a little bit of this one here, the shiny one. Oh my gosh, this is super pigmented. Oh my god, seriously, such a pretty blush. So I'm applying it to the apples and then brushing back. So now it's time to highlight my face. I'm gonna go in with, I'm gonna try Prosecco Pop all by itself because I really want to see how it looks. Very like, almost, I don't know, kind of looks almost natural to me. But when you layer champagne pop on top, that's when it gets serious. Be spraying my Chill Makeup Setting Spray all over my face. It's just start small and then build up. Just start little, make sure to tap off your brush and just do soft motions, blending circular motions. That is key. Alright guys, so that completes my highlight and contour routine. I hope that you guys enjoyed and learned something new as always, and if you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye guys.